Good and bad examples of Instagram giveaways. I'm delighted to be here with Di Coke, who is the UK's leading competition expert, to look at, what does good and bad look like? Because I think there are extremes, Di. Is that right?
Well, that's right, Polly. Now, we already been through on the other webinar about running your Instagram giveaway, but it's always a good idea to look at who does it well and who does it badly, which gives you an idea of what you're aiming for with your own. So I've got a few examples here of giveaways that I think are good and some not so good. And it's really going over the advice that I give in my workbook that you can download with some tips and how to use that and make sure that your giveaway is top notch and compliant as well, of course. So this is a good first example that I've got. This is a nice one that's collaborative. A lot of effort's gone into the Photoshop work on this one. It's all go. The prize there, it's got the two logos on, but it's a nice dual branded giveaway here. So it's got two brands involved with it. It's a completely relevant prize to their followers, the training giveaway. It's got trackable entries. So they're asking people to like the post and just tag one friend in the comments. That's all you need. Follow both accounts and then share the post to your story or to your page. It's got a clear closing date. You can see they've got the stars in the bottom. It closes at midnight, Sunday, 16th of January. So ticks all the boxes. That's a great example of a good giveaway.
And so, Di, just going back to some of the things we mentioned on the previous piece of training, this doesn't have the warning about not to reply to this account. I'd say that my question is they haven't said only reply to them on the winner, because I thought it was a really good tip you gave.
It actually has got that on, Polly, but I couldn't fit it all on my screenshot. Yeah, I think for the case of actually showing it on a slide, I'm trying to stick to the sort of the main competition part of it, but they did have that further down actually. Yeah.
Brilliant. I'm just to show.
Yeah, no, the Instagram disclaimer that it's got nothing to do with that. Oh, here we go. Here's an example. At the bottom here, you can see that they have got that line that I mentioned. This promotion is no way sponsored, endorsed, or administered by or associated with Instagram. So that's what you want to include on your giveaway.
And lovely clear visual here. You know exactly that it's a giveaway. It's going to grab
exactly. I mean, it's a small prize, this one, but it says exactly what it is. And let me think again, trackable entries. So follow us, like this post, tag one friend. This one, they say each tag counts as a new entry. Now, we spoke in the previous webinar about the number of tags that people ask for. So I think this one is actually fine. It's tag a friend in the comments. Each tag is a new entry, but they're not telling you to go wild with tags, which is one of my bugbears with Instagram, is when they say tag as many friends as you like, go wild. So I prefer when you keep it, okay, you can have a new entry for every friend you tag, but they're not encouraging you to go absolutely mad with it. This one, again, it's got a clear closing date, UK entries only, and it tells you when the winner's going to be contacted. You don't have to put that in, but sometimes people like to know that so that they can, if they're excited about it, they know when they're going to hear.
It's all about clarity, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this looks yummy. Tell me about
again, this one, they haven't actually they haven't put win or giveaway on it, but it's also quite a busy picture. I think it's appealing enough for people to get involved.
Food porn always wins, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, this is another collaboration, which I think it's nice. I think it's Vegans of London is, I think, a blog. So Neat Burger have actually approached them and said, can we do a giveaway together with you? And it's great because it'll end up on both their feeds. The Neat Burger followers will enter and the Vegans of London blog readers will enter as well. So you get double the entries, the crossover of their audience. Again, it's got clear redemption details. This is something quite important. If you're doing something like this, when does it need to be used by? If you're giving away a voucher or a meal, so it must be redeemed. I think it's probably 6 weeks after the competition closes. So that's important to include if you're doing something like a meal, because otherwise you'll get people turning up. They won a voucher and 4 years later they're trying to use it, and you can't really turn them down.
Yeah, I think the end date is one of the real clear things, isn't it? Because otherwise, it's end date and actually saying how quickly people need to reply yes. Because if you say somebody's going to win it but they don't respond, then what do you do?
Yeah, exactly. Particularly if it's event tickets, people can be really late letting people know that they've won event tickets. So it's important if you're emailing or you're DMing someone and saying this event is on Saturday, please get back to us within 24 hours and confirm you can attend. So you need to make that clear in your DM that it's urgent and you need to know straight away, because you've got time to pick another winner if they can't make it.
Absolutely. Okay, so these are the and apologies to any brands that we're mentioning here. You're still great because you're doing competitions. Okay, so there's nothing personal, but we're just saying what you could do better. So Di,
Yeah.
this beautiful image. I mean, beautiful image.
This one's lovely as well. I think it needs, don't you think it needs giveaway across the top there in white text, Polly? I think that's what it's missing. I think it needs.
I want that. I mean, I want that food. That looks amazing. But you tell me that I can win it. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just a headline.
So this one really is similar to the last one, except they've not got the important information. We don't know where the restaurants are. We don't know full details of the prize. It's literally win a meal for two. What is the meal? Is it a curry? Is it side dishes? Does it include drinks? Things like this are actually really important to people, particularly when they come to enjoy the prize. If they don't know exactly what they've won, it makes it a bit awkward. So I think it's important to actually list this is exactly, or, you know, is it a meal for two to the value of £50? Just make that clear. So, and also you'll notice here that there's no closing date. Instead, they've got a lucky winner will be selected at random on Monday, 17th of January. And a lot of people do this. That means nothing to me. They could be choosing the winner on the 9th of January. They could be choosing the winner on the 17th of January. I don't know when the closing date is to actually enter. They've only told me when they're going to message the winner. So it's not helpful to people to say that. You really need to have closing date, not the date that you're going to contact the winner. So yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'd give them 10 out of 10 for the picture, but just the picture's great. But you need to know.
Lovely picture.
Yeah, great picture. So Asha's great picture. Sorry to, but you could do so much better with getting the other stuff right.
Yeah, I think it just needs a lot more info. And this one, I think this one is shouting scam to me. It looks like a lot of the scam giveaways that you sort of see on Facebook. It's just not been thought through in any way. It's a photo. You don't know it's a giveaway. It's if you read it, we're giving one of you lucky girls the chance to win a pair of your favorite shoes.
What?
It's not shoes, it's a handbag. The next slide, there's actually 3 photos on this, but this is the main picture, and the next one was shoes. But this is what I saw on my feed. I was searching on hashtags for giveaways, and this is what I saw, and I'm like, oh, shoes. And there's no entry restriction. So again, I don't know. Gal Next Door official, they could be anywhere in the world. I've got no idea. Is it open to the UK? Is it open worldwide? No idea at all. So and then it's again, tag your besties in the comment, with no idea how many besties or things like that. It's too vague for me. They have put a closing date in, but it just needs a bit more thought there.
Absolutely. And what we got next? So try something different. So again, that's the good and the bad.
Yeah. And this is something that I wanted to add, because a lot of people focus on Instagram grid posts because that's the easiest to do, to be honest. And you can still share those on your story. But this is just, I've seen a few competitions lately on stories and reels, and in particular this one here on the story I thought was a really nice idea for a local business. So I just wanted to show this as a good example. So this is Giggling Squid Restaurant, which is a local to me here in Brighton.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, so it's again, I think as well, just tying in with events. If you can do any giveaway that ties in with national event days, for example, Pride Month, this was Vegetarian Week, anything that ties in with that, so you can jump on the hashtags and it gives you a nice theme for your giveaway. So this one here, they gave away a dish every day. So again, thinking about the kind of prize, you're going to win a dish there. It's not a full meal. So to actually use this prize, you're going to have to go in and probably spend more money, because you'll probably be with a friend or have a drink. So it's actually quite savvy of Giggling Squid to do this, because whoever wins the prize is going to be spending more money in the restaurant. But what they did is they did a giveaway every day, which, that's going to be really engaging for your fans on Instagram. So every day on their story, they had a little vote, a poll on the story, and then you just clicked on the one you liked. So, and then they would just choose a winner every single day for a week in Vegetarian Week. So it's just a really small value prize, but I thought it was just a really nice, quirky way of running a small giveaway. So I think it would work for small prizes because it's only there on your story for 24 hours.
It feels quite nice. Yeah, it feels nicely exclusive, doesn't it?
Yeah. Instagram Reels, on the other hand, I did a bit of got some feedback from my blog readers on this one, and they say they really don't like giveaways on Reels, because the reel, it plays on a loop. So if it's only a small video, then while you're reading all the information about how to enter the competition, the sound is constantly playing in the background and the video's on loop. And so you're trying to understand what you're reading, but then you're hearing someone talking about a Scotch egg in the background, which was what this one was. So I'm not sure that it works that well for Instagram, to be honest. So if you are going to do it, then make sure you've got win and giveaway in capital letters at the top of your reel description, so people see it straight away. And
so
keep it simple.
As an example of that, would you, because I think Instagram are definitely playing a lot with reels at the moment in the ways they get shown, and they're definitely being seen. Maybe more people are seeing the reels than the posts. So if you're running an Instagram competition on a post, you could do a reel for it as well, and just for the sake of everything, we replicate all the details, and then obviously use your stories to link to both of them. But you'd then very quickly learn which one worked better for your audience. So I wouldn't waste too much time thinking which one. I'd personally do both. And
you could do a reel and where you're talking about, we've got this great, you can win this now. Check out the latest post on our grid for full details. Rather than putting all that information in a reel or explaining it all, because obviously if you're doing a reel, you don't want to be stood there saying it closes on the 16th of June at 23:59, it's open to the UK residents. You really want to keep it simple and just say full terms and conditions, see the link in the bio or see the grid post. So you definitely, as you say, use the reels to promote a giveaway that's elsewhere, but don't actually host the full thing on Reels, because it's going to be very difficult for you to get all that information in.
Yeah, and Instagram is doing you a favor, because they want to show more people the Reels, so use them as a signpost back to the actual post itself.
Yeah.
So use stories.
Yeah, signposts. That's what it's all about, really, isn't it?
Signpost. Yeah. You have been a fantastic signpost for competitions today. There is a workbook that Di has provided us with about the do's and don'ts competitions and all the terms and conditions you want, all the rest of it. So you're probably watching this on one of the maybe website pages. Please click the little blue button bottom right, and our team will send you the workbook, or you can find it in our help articles. Di, you've been a legend, and watch out for some more Super Lucky Di episodes coming soon. Thank you so much, Di.
Thanks, Polly. It was great.